Wow, what an amazing view!
It is. This is what a plantation looks like when sustainable palm oil is the norm. It is what RSPO is working to achieve, a space where oil palm, the environment, and local communities can coexist in harmony.
I think it's a good vision, worth striving for.
Yes, but how do you plan to achieve it?
Let me show you the RSPO's theory of change.
Theory of change? What is that?
It is a framework that demonstrates how RSPO expects to achieve its vision. We implement strategies and activities which lead to outputs and outcomes, and ultimately deliver change where it matters most, on the ground.
Interesting. Please tell me more about how the theory of change works.
The theory of change is anchored by strong guiding principles. Think of these as the roots that form the foundation of the RSPO. They are headlined by relevancy and trust. Stemming from these roots are three components which act as the backbone to the theory of change: mobilize, act, and transform. Underpinning this mobilization are commitment, collaboration, and accountability. These are fundamental. Without them, the RSPO cannot trigger the transformation of the palm oil sector.
What role does the RSPO play in mobilizing?
First, in setting a standard system and supporting its credible implementation. Second, as the go-to platform for sustainable palm oil knowledge, tools, and guidance. Third, as a leader in sector sustainability through a shared vision, coordination, thought leadership, and acting as a catalyst for change. For these roles to take hold, the RSPO has 7 core strategies. Let's look at these in detail. The innovation in standards and benchmark strategy is all about working with stakeholders and other systems to define the principles, criteria, and practices that make sustainable palm oil production happen. This works in parallel with the credible certification, verification, and grievance strategy. This builds stakeholder confidence and trust that sustainability requirements are met. Because smallholders are a major part of the palm oil chain, the RSPO engages them through a participatory approach to maximize smallholder inclusion, ensuring they're not only producing sustainably, but are benefiting from sustainable palm oil production and trade. With a growing system, we need more buyers of sustainable palm oil. RSPO's demand generation, commitments and uptake strategy aims to grow the market for sustainable palm oil to incentivize sustainable production. At the same time, RSPO helps match supply and demand and ensure stable and secure supply chains. Through the RSPO's engagement of the supporting sector strategy, the goal is to work with governments, investors, and other interested stakeholders to create policies and incentives to help drive the sustainable palm oil sector. Finally, in an effort to scale up certification, the strategy of a jurisdictional approach sees to it that landscapes deliver positive collective impacts to society. As more companies adopt the RSPO principles and criteria, and transparency and inclusion progresses, there are more growers, hectares, and volumes of certified sustainable palm oil. Meanwhile, with increased market uptake and improved enabling environment, there are more markets, new actors engaged, and institutional support. A key part of this process is for RSPO to build the business case for sustainable palm oil and ensure that ongoing research is conducted to get more evidence on RSPO impacts and drive continuous improvement. As the market for sustainable palm oil expands and trust is strengthened, the outcomes become visible. The industry contributes to the reduction of pollution and greenhouse gas emissions and helps to revitalize the health of ecosystems. Human rights are upheld and productivity is optimized, among other outcomes. This is where the RSPO's theory of change delivers on its vision, with positive impacts for people, planet, and prosperity. Ecosystems and their goods and services are conserved, protected, and enhanced. The palm oil sector protects and improves rural livelihoods, equity, and social well-being. Human rights are protected. The palm oil sector becomes competitive, resilient, and sustainable.
What would this realized theory of change look like on the ground?
Imagine a resilient and healthy landscape where communities and wildlife live side by side. Sustainable palm oil is a driver for green and inclusive growth and development. Benefits accrue to all involved, just like this one. So, as you can see, RSPO is here for the benefit of everyone to help improve the quality of life of the farmers, create a more prosperous palm oil industry, and enable us to better conserve our planet and its resources, making the Earth the place where oil palm, the environment, and local communities can coexist in harmony. So, who wants to join me to make this happen?
Count us in. Sustainable palm oil should definitely be the norm.